Good afternoon. I've just done a video on the difference between microfiber lining and suede lining in medium lilies as an example, but it pretty much applies to like all mulberries. And I just wanted to talk through why it's here in my hand, the rose petal medium lily. If you don't know who we are, because I always forget to do introductions, and so does he behind the camera, and I tell him off every time, is that we are BS and we have a luxury resale shop in Shepton Mallet, Somerset. We resell luxury fashion from all ages. We do not discriminate against.
Do you mean for all ages, or do you mean from all ages, as in the product?
Ages.
Yeah. You can be 160 and have a vintage piece. It's cool. And
we, to be honest, I love all ages coming in as well. If you want to be 6 and rock a Sarah McCartney t-shirt, I'm not hazing.
Come see our daughter.
So this is we do reviews. Sorry, I can't get my words out.
We do reviews
on luxury products, mainly Mulberry. We specialise in Mulberry. We're in Somerset. We're in Shepton Mallet, the birthplace of Mulberry. What can you expect? We've previously worked for fashion houses like Gucci, Christian Dior, Jimmy Choo, Mulberry, to name a few. So if you want to check out our other videos or just subscribe, because that's a nice thing to do.
Press it.
Medium lily. This is my personal medium lily, so this isn't for sale. Any items are for sale, just to let you know, I will make clear before I start the video. So if you're interested in anything, you can shout at me. If you want to buy this off me, then you can send me silly offers, because it's not coming out of my collection.
Why wouldn't you sell this one, Bethany?
This was my first Mulberry working for Mulberry.
I'm probably one of the first.
Yeah, I had a few, but like this was like the first like.
It was the first, yeah.
This was the first like £800.
Yeah. Large purchase.
Large purchase. So this is in. For anyone who doesn't know, I don't know why anyone would know, but my child is called Lily. So this is a medium lily, and she's over there now, she's looking at me all suspicious. This is a medium lily in rose petal pink, which is fitting. I think if I had a boy and named him Lily, I'd get a blue one. And Lily is a name for any human, just to clarify. This is in rose petal pink, which was their sort of pale pink at the time. The newest sort of newer ones are antique pink. Yep. They did a candy pink at one point, which is bright. Yep. Ballet pink is very similar to this. Yep. Slightly older and slightly like a duskier colour.
I think slightly lighter.
No, I think it's like more like muddy, like a muted, like a.
Yeah, that's what I mean by lighter, muted.
So this is in a small classic grain, which is obviously a classic leather that Mulberry used to do back in the days. The grain is imprinted into the bag, hence the name small classic grain, because they print a small classic grain, so it's quite uniform. It's in terms of leather, it's very slouchy. It's much more slouchy than my black. I don't know if that is a glossy go. I will have to find out about that bag, because it's much more structured than this.
I think the difference is the lining.
Oh, okay.
That's suede lined.
This is suede lined. This is microfiber lined.
And they're both small classic grain.
If you're interested in that video comparing the differences, I will put it up probably after this or before. I'll link it down below. It's got the soft gold hardware with the tree. Obviously, this is John A. Mine is like, I might have used this bag twice.
I think twice?
Yes. And the main reason why, and I wanted to discuss with you while going through the pros and cons of this bag.
Is the cloche there? Sorry, is the cloche there?
Is at the back. It's just
okay. Sorry, my bad.
Is the colour transfer. Now, these colours, light colours, whatever you've got, chamomile, green, I don't care. They are prone to colour transfer. And when I say colour transfer, is you wear them close to your body, and as you move, you probably can't see that, as you move, it rubs against your body, and the colour that you're wearing will normally, if it's a sort of coarse fabric, rub off onto the back of your bag. And once that happens, nothing can be done. Jeans are the worst, and I see jeans so much, and it really hurts my feelings. If anyone fancies a dye product, there's a really nice ruby base water on the market, and it's really cheap, but the back is blue. But if you want to dye it black, it's a good one. The only thing you can do is have it re-dyed or re-leathered, which Mulberry will do for a cost, but is the cost worth it? Because it's quite a lot compared to anything. The easy way to stop this happening is to water stop spray your bags. So the spray that you get in a can, Mulberry try and upsell it every time you go to Mulberry store, so don't tell me you haven't seen it. and we recommend it too. We don't recommend anything else. We recommend the Cornelio water stop spray. You can use this on shoes, leather goods. We're not sponsored. This sounds really badly sponsored, but we're not sponsored.
No, not at all. I wish. So send your inquiries too.
It's like Pet Protect, isn't it? For sneakerheads.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah. But you have to regularly do it. You can't just spray it once and then expect your bag for the rest of its life to not get channel transfer. Me personally, I spray it every time I use. I don't use this bag very much. So maybe once a year I spray it before I use it. So I know I'm not going to get to colour transfer. If we're using every day, I spray it once a week.
I was going to say, I would also say something like as light as that. Like if you spray the whole bag every now and then, fine. Yeah. But specifically, like you just said, the back, just spray the back bit.
Yeah, it just gives a clear cover over the bag that you can't see. Protects against dirt, water stains and colour transfer. Obviously, the product wasn't made for Mulberry though, so that it doesn't necessarily say made for colour transfer, but you can use it for that purpose.
By the same token, Mulberry do have that available in all their stores.
Yes, they do have it available in their stores. We bought that from Mulberry. We bought it from Mulberry recently. You have the classic, going back to the bag though, that's just a little tip into colour transfer.
I'm not sure what's in the video, there it is.
Sorry. It's got the classic fob. I'm not a fan of fobs. Interesting, controversial view. Once again, my own view, not the view of anyone else. I have to keep saying that because I'm getting slaughtered in the comments. I just have personal preferences. I personally don't like the cloche. I don't really understand it. It obviously has a pull lock in it, which slots into the lock of the postman's lock for security. I don't know anyone who uses it.
I feel like it was a hit with the Bayswater. People liked on the Bayswater, and it's been kind of.
If someone uses this in their Bayswater lock, please, I beg of you.
Send me a picture.
No, I want a picture of you out and about with that in place. I don't just want one in your house and you put the lock in and you're playing me. I want you to show me on multiple occasions that you have put it in there, and you will be queen of all life. Honestly,
because it's so fiddly.
It's so OG, like it's. And they used to have actual keys. So
I know.
If you key your lock, I'm not
in
done.
actual fact, I think up until very recently, as much as the Bayswater, they stopped the key, I know, but they had the Piccadilly. They still had keys because it was a luggage piece in their class.
And some of the lilies from Emma Hill sort of time. Sorry, my
Welsh.
I'm not Welsh at all. They had little horseshoes in them for good luck, which is really sweet. This one doesn't, so I tend to swing it to the back. I know I'm that person. I just think that looks cleaner.
I agree with you.
I think it looks okay. I'm gonna say it out loud. Alright, guys.
More
Chanel-y. It looks more. It's a good Chanel. I saw someone on the forum. Sorry, I'm chatty McGee today. I saw someone on the forum saying that they weren't going to get a Chanel because they just didn't want to do the outspend, and instead they were going to get a Mulberry and then have the chain, the strap converted to a chain, which 1.1 is sacrilege.
You do that all the time.
Yeah, but like have the option. Give yourself two options. Clip them on.
As opposed to cutting the chain off.
She was having it cut off.
Yeah, okay, that's
and put
different.
A chain
I was going to say you alternate straps all the time for different bags.
To look like a Chanel.
Yeah.
To give the impression of Chanel, she was going to get like a quilted small wallet on chain sort of thing.
Yep.
I would suggest like maybe a Dali or something if you wanted that look with
the chain.
That's true. Or a Lily with the chain. Instead of converting another
I think
bag.
especially with all the increases recently with Chanel, which have gone up like, I think,
don't
quote me,
Chanel.
but anything between like 4.5 and like $6,000 will get you a regular kind of flap, or double flap. So based on the fact that these are what retail?
Oh, grand now.
Probably 1,000, 12. I think actually like it's a quarter of the price.
Yeah, and you get the same sort of vibe if you're going for that vibe.
I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm saying it's a very, like you just said, it's a very good.
This is my two personalities, pink and black. What was I saying?
And the ironic thing is you've both put pink twice.
That's me, it's my personality. Yep. I'm nice twice a year. It's got the classic chain strap with the leather going through, like we just said, which can be doubled and it can be pulled through and worn crossbody. They don't suggest it's a crossbody bag, they suggest it's a shoulder bag. The majority of Mulberry bags are suggested as shoulder bags, not crossbody. And when
Why do you think that is?
Because they're not made to go crossbody. It's because women are coming all shapes and sizes. Men come in all shapes and sizes.
What I was going to say.
A man might want to wear a Bayswater strap. You have one, for example. He might want to wear it crossbody because he's going to work and stuff. It may not fit a man who's XXXXXL.
If you're buying a bag, try it on. Simple.
But on a tall, slender man, it may sit like down by your knees.
Agreed.
They can't give that option always. So that's why in store most of the time, if the actual salesperson is doing their job, no shade, just shade.
Try it.
Hashtag shade, no shade. shade, is that they should never suggest a bag as crossbody, because they're not made to go crossbody. The only ones that are made to go crossbody are Alexas. They're designed to go crossbody. Anything with a leather strap with a buckle on it. I know a lot of salespeople with the Cara would strap 2 straps together to make a crossbody, and it really couldn't hold that weight with stuff in it, and it would buckle the buckles.
And it would tear. How many times did we get told by the repairs team specifically? They would honour it because obviously the luxury brand, but do not sell it as a crossbody bag, even though they would physically do it, because it wasn't wear tested that way.
It is your preference. I wear this crossbody. I'm a plus size lady, and it sits quite nicely on me. I suggest if you were tall and slender, it sit lower, but it's obviously your personal preference, and it's how you want to style and how you want to wear it. So this one isn't piped, obviously, like all Lily's. It's got like the edged, the inked edge, which I like because I don't like it. The piping comes out when you overwear, and it's just a pain to get fixed. Like I said, this has got microfiber lining, and it's much lighter. Mine's still got the plastic on the inside because that's how I roll. So just ignore that. It's not marks, it's literally plastic.
The plastic. To Austin's annoyance constantly, but I also think she's so right.
Also, sorry, note the plastic. They put plastic on these pieces as well, which is the chain on the other side. You don't have to take that off straight away. Just leave it on. It doesn't affect anyone.
It doesn't affect the bag.
And then you've got obviously the strap and leather here. I'd also
trying to convince people that it's okay that you have the plastic on the bag.
Also, if you're really like anal like I am, I would spray the inside of your bag if you're prone to like snacks.
Yeah, you know what?
I put snacks in my bag.
But also, once again, like you just said earlier, whether you do or you don't, even if you have children, if you carry it for work, if you spray the inside of the bag, what's the worst that can happen?
Nothing. Right. It saves a little bit of mess maybe along the road. The other suggestion I have with this bag before I finish, apart from the transfer, which I really wanted to talk about in this video, and I hope I haven't been too boring, I am really chatting the geese today.
If you hate it, just put it in the comments.
Is these bags, I would recommend stuffing when stored, even if you're storing side by side. Stuff them because they can sag very quickly, and
the sag stays. It kind of keeps within the leather.
Yeah. Also, my other suggestion, because I had this problem with this bag, is that you store your chain inside your bag when it's on your shelves, because mine dented the bottom of my leather, and it takes a long time to rework that leather out. So I would just store like that. It sits really comfortably. Can you see that? It sits really comfortably in the edges without affecting the leather.
Not too tight.
Yeah, do it quite loosely so it's not denting the top of the bag, and that should be fine. Obviously your fobbing and things are inside. I won't go into that today. I mean, it's the same old. The classic Mulberry video. Here is my fob. Here is my postman's lock. But I really wanted to talk about the colour transfer, because that's an issue for me, and I know it's an issue for a lot of ladies that like a coloured handbag. And also it's nice to see this bag in a different colour than the black and the oak, because they do come in lots of colours. I
don't think most people purchase them in different colours either.
This is like a starter bag, and then it's like Chanel, isn't it? It's like you buy a black flap and then you buy
a different colour.
A light flap. But if anyone's thinking about getting a pink bag, this may help, or getting a light coloured bag at all. I
would also say, just to finish off the video, they did this size, and obviously the regular one as well, in like that, like almost like lamb nappa, the leather.
Lamb nappa, it was, indigo.
But they did indigo green actually as well. But also they did it. Do you remember that? Like it was like almost like an off-white. It was such a whitey kind of coloured cream. I don't remember the name. Buttercream.
Buttercream.
Right.
Oh, I want a buttercream bag.
So bear with me. But that in the colour of the leather was great. The problem I had was in the fact you had the lamb leather, which is extra smooth leather for anyone who doesn't know.
I can't believe it.
But with the buttercream colour, they used to mark. I'm talking about the chain now. They used to mark in storage. They were so soft. Yes,
my other thing with Lily's is I find with collectors who have multiple Lily's or multiple handbags, it doesn't matter. It's when you're storing, see, if you leave the chain out, this is a really good example, you're going to dent not just the back of your bag, you're going to dent the bag next to it, even if it's in its dust cover, because the dust cover is a dust cover to protect from dust and dirt. It's not a protection layer, really. So that's going to mark. But also my biggest pet peeve, and I see it in a lot of celebrity closets, if I have any celebrities watching, I'm watching you, is the back of the clasp goes into the back of the bag and it dents. Why would you want that?
And you put, listen, is that the end of the world? No. By the same token,
Yes.
I was just going to say, by the same token, it can actually devalue your bag.
Well, yeah,
if nothing else, even if you're not bothered.
But if you're gonna live it, you're gonna love it forever and use it until it dies. Then good
Who
for
cares?
you. And who gives a beep?
Very sweary today, aren't you?
No, I'm just like, yes.
Let's do this.
Power to the luxury fashion community that aren't normal.
Yep,
not normal.
that's us.
Medium lily in rose petal pink.